So it's very early in the morning. The sun just comes up, and we are leaving for Sicily. So we're going from the Sardines to Sicily, and T's just picking up the anchor. I'm watching here so that we don't go backwards. But so at this moment we're not going to use the motor. We're just going to do it all by itself. Yeah, it's gonna take us around one day and a half or 2 days. Just depends a bit on the weather. We have no wind for the Saturday, or weird winds. It comes from all directions, and so I'm watching at the same time. So it's yeah. But oké. Nee, doe ik niet. So we have wrong winds. Only on Sunday we have really good winds. So through the whole Sunday. But we hope that we already be a lot further out then. But yeah, we'll hope that it takes us like 1.5 days, and maybe it will take us 2. Yeah, it's up.
Ja, pak ik even het touw.
Yep. So this will be our route, or our journey for this weekend. I need to steer. So T has changed the rope, or jib rope,
On the rope, man.
it on the inside of our rigging, and it needs to now be on the outside. So we changed that. Kom maar. Ja, hallo. Hey, lekker T. Hier, kom. Kom hier. Milootje. Uh-oh. Het gaat voorop, T. Hey, schatje. What you doing? Wat is dat, hè? Wat is dat? Kom je weer terug zo meteen? Kom. Hier. Milootje, lekker holletje. Ja, ga maar lekker zitten. Doei, schatje.
Tell me, what is love about? I want to feel it with no doubt, 'cause I see hatred all around. Let me bring your light out. I don't fall swine.
We're having wind. We're on the way, I think, around now for like 3 hours. Can you turn that off?
Yeah.
So we're on the way for now for like 3 hours, and we have a little bit of wind. It's not much, and it's coming from the front, sort of less. So we're really off course. So this is our direction, and we're sailing like that. But that's just because of the wind. The wind is, I don't know, hello? Yeah. So the wind is coming directly from the front, and if we would have set course, we would not have seen anything, or we wouldn't have any wind, we would just ride into the wind. So that's why we chose to be off course a little bit. So, but we reckon also that the wind is gonna turn anyway, so so a little bit of course is not that bad. It's we still have like 2 days ahead of us, so a little bit, like 2 or 3 hours, wouldn't matter that much. So we don't have 240 volts because of our inverter is not working. It's not been working for like 3 weeks now. So we've been doing everything on the generator. So we turn on a generator and then we have like power for everything. But around now, because we're on the motor and actually all the batteries will be charged, yeah, we still need to run the generator to power up our navigation system, because this is our navigation, and even our tracker, because otherwise we do not know where we are. So this is our tracker. Luckily all of the other stuff that we use work on 24 volt, which is really nice, and the batteries are full anyway. So as you can see up here, we're loading like everything right now because we have the generator on, and that's how we roll these days. We this one is connected to the bathroom in our bathroom, and then there's one in the kitchen, and then there's one in the kitchen as well, which goes directly on the generator and has a perfect sinus wave. So that's what we need to charge everything.
When winter comes, spring flies, dumps on the run. We shine bright like a summer sun.
So it's the end of the day, and we have been, well, motor sailing for the last 10-12 hours, I think. Yeah, 12, because we left around 6-7. We had not that much wind, so we did everything on the motor and we put the sails out. It was possible. I don't know, you can see it up here. So the main is out, and then the other two. So yeah, we're still actually motor sailing because we don't have that much wind to keep getting us forward around 5 knots, and we wanted to get there before dark tomorrow. And if we're not doing around 5 knots, we're not gonna get there before dark. Other than that, I'm not seasick, but that's just because all of the waves are like no waves, which is awesome. It just feels awesome to just enjoy the whole ride and to just hang and chill and sit down, which is nice. So, and this is how far we are. That's Sardinia, and that's Sicily. We still have 120 more miles to go. And yep, that's it. As you can hear, we have the motor on. We are almost at Sicily. So we only have like 2 or 3 hours to go, or I think 4. So we're almost there. Well, at the island that we want to go. So it took us 1.5 days to get here. We had a night sail, which was kind of challenging because it was quiet for a very long time. We had like good winds and stuff like that, and then just out of a sudden it just went from like 0 knot, like 6 or 7 knots average to like a 23, 25 knots average. So that was kind of like a lot at 12 o'clock at night, and you can't see anything. We also shifted, or I wanted to shift the jib from one side to the other because I thought it was behind the main, but then I found out that wasn't a good idea either, and then the whole jib came stuck behind the dinghy, and yeah, so we had to fix everything out. Yeah, but it was an off and on day. We had some sailing. We did some sailing, but we also like run the motor a lot.
We shine bright like a summer sun.
So yeah, we're almost there, and we will be there just before daylight. We just have like an hour left, or maybe half an hour, which is good. It's a national park, so you need to have authorization to get in and to anchor. And we tried to do it through the website, email them and saying like, hey, I can't get it through the website. They emailed back and they said like, well, you need to get authorizations, otherwise you can't anchor, but you can get at the buoy, or just get authorizations through this website. But I already tried that website and it didn't work, so we're just winging it because a lot of people do that. Like a boat before us already did that, and they just like come up to you and say, hey, do you want this buoy to stay overnight, because they don't want to let you stay overnight, but that's fine with us. So so we'll get a buoy then. Yeah, so I'm really excited to see this little island.